representative?
Running for state representative in the General Assembly is something I've always been interested in for like 15 years, and I just thought that this was the right opportunity at the right time. Bobby Flaherty had indicated that he was unsure if he was going to run, and ultimately he's not running, so I thought it was a great opportunity to run for a seat with a non-incumbent. I feel I can be effective. I feel I can get things done. Being a state representative to me is an important role, and I think I can fulfill that role very well.
So tell me why someone should vote for you.
They should vote for me because I have a lot of experience. I have a proven record of getting things done. I'm extremely proud of the work I've done in the community for the last 15 years as a lifelong resident of Warwick and as someone who's practiced law in the city for 15 years. I'm proud of my accomplishments with Washington Trust Bank, bringing those two banks to the city, 2 branch locations, the 2 Lowe's to locations, not to mention helping expand Belize and bringing another Belize facility on Jefferson Boulevard. I've helped expand the tax base in the city. I've helped create jobs, proven record and experience in the State House. I know how to make things work. Running for office to me isn't about ego or about the position or title. It's about getting things done. I think I can get things done. I think I have a record of proving that, and I feel this is just another area, a natural extension of being able to get things done at the General Assembly. Warwick pays a lot of taxes into the state government. I want to make sure Warwick gets its fair share of taxes. I'm not running against anybody or against any particular issue. I'm running to do the job and to do the job well.
Mm-hmm. Let's say you are elected. What are some of the things that you think would be your primary focuses?
I have a strong interest in the budget. Obviously, that's the most important piece of legislation that the General Assembly works on, not to mention the issues. I'm extremely proud of the airport. I was very involved in getting the airport resolved. That was a 12-year fight with the City of Warwick. I was hired, and in 60 days, the City Council went from an 8-0 vote against expansion to a 9-0 vote in favor of expansion with a comprehensive community benefits agreement, the first time in the history of the City of Warwick in the state. The airport, whether we like it or not, Warwick is going to be a big part of the growth in the future. I want to make sure that they maintain their good neighbor status. I want to make sure that they grow within the city parameters and there's a good working relationship. Mm-hmm. I want to make Warwick the best place to live in the city of make the City of Warwick the best place to live in the state of Rhode Island.
You mentioned that you're a lifelong resident of Warwick. What's kept you here for so long? You seem to really enjoy being here.
I've just grown up in Warwick. I've lived in different parts of the city. I just feel very comfortable in the city. I worked in city government. I worked for Mayor Donovan for 2 years. We accomplished a lot. We accomplished the recycling process started on the Charlie Donovan. Some of the greatest achievements that we're just getting, now recognized for 10, 20 years later. Donovan administration did a good job. They picked up garbage for condominium owners. It's the first time that happened in the city. That was part of a comprehensive agreement. He did some very good things to restructure state government. In that small microcosm of time when we had the banking crisis, they were kind of washed away in all the issues we got in the banking crisis. But the Donovan administration did some very good things for the city of Warwick, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud to serve in that administration. I was for a short time a city solicitor. I helped prosecute criminals in the city. And I'm also proud of that record. And I've worked for the last 15 years as lawyer for the Warwick Housing Authority. And I'm also equally concerned about senior citizens. Senior citizens are the lifeblood of our community. We need to provide and continue to provide clean, safe, affordable housing for senior citizens. I'm proud of the work I've done at the Housing Authority for the last 15 years. And that will be a priority for me in the General Assembly, making sure that senior citizens can stay in their own homes. They put very little burden on the infrastructure of the city, and they pay their fair share of taxes. They should be provided with their fair share of services from the city as well.
Do you want to comment about your opponent at all?
I don't know him. The only thing I've heard about him was he was a good football player at Edgerton. I have nothing to say good or bad because I really don't know the man. But it's really, my candidacy is not about him. It's about the things that I want to do. I haven't met him, so I really don't know.
And you're running as a
Democrat.
Anything else that you want to add? I think that sort of covers it.
No, I'm just, I worked at the Gina Raimondo campaign. I was
That's right.
Yeah, I was very proud of that campaign, of the way it was conducted, the positive message that Gina did, how it resonated with the voters, how she came up with 62%. It was the highest vote total of anybody. And I was also proud of the fact that she chose Warwick to base her headquarters, because Warwick is an important part of the state. It needs to maintain it. We have a good city government. We need to make sure our legislators are equally as good. I'm also very proud and happy to have the support and the endorsement of Bobby Flaherty. He was the incumbent for 22 years. He and his family are extremely popular and well thought of in the city, and I'm proud to have his support and his endorsement.
Can we talk about your credentials and your background? I know you've lived in Warwick your whole life.
Yep.
Where did you go to school? You mean from elementary school and?
Randall Holden School, I started. I went to Hoxie School also. I went to Mount St. Charles Academy for high school. I graduated and went to Suffolk University undergrad, where I have a bachelor's degree in government. I went to law school, also at Suffolk, and graduated there. And the day I graduated, I started my practice here in Warwick, working in the Donovan administration, and then ultimately opening up my own office here in Warwick.
And that was 15 years ago.
Yeah, I could give you my resume, but actually I graduated in 1990. I also worked in the Sunland administration for Bruce Sunland, Governor Sunland, and I worked as Director of Legislation, so I'm very familiar with the legislative process, the rules, the regulations, how you get things done. And then I spent a short time at DOT, and then I opened up my private practice in 1995. It's over 15 years, to be honest with you.
Great. Perfect.
What else?
I think that's it.
Okay, that's it. Easy enough, ladies? What do you think? You want to move around a little bit, take a picture of Jessica?
Is there anything that I didn't ask you that